roam and the Frederick jungle. There is the Harif up. The 1-1 is also still available for DXS.
Alright, no, it's banned out. First banned out for the side of aero. I mean, Coach Bam is making sure that signature picks are taken out of the equation.
There is Moskov.
There is Moskov, I agree with you. But here's the thing, we don't really know what Aero is trying to build, right? Like Kimi Kalian as well as Baxia can kind of fit into anything at this point of time. There's no clear direction knowing that Aero most likely is going to scale. It's going to have pretty much full early game dominance unless they have a direct answer. So it's unless they pick Gatot now or they're looking for a marksman matchup that's worthwhile. CC, in this particular case, they're making a blind call.
Yeah. Just to keep it safe as well, right? Like you have a hero that can do well in lane alone. But I personally was looking at a glue or something.
My nation
But there's the Yishun Shin.
Okay.
Alright, Black Alien saw White Alien do it, and
Right
now
off the bat. And of dawn for the lower bracket semi-finals. Our very first game of the playoffs phase 2 in MPLMY season 15. It's gonna be Aero Esports versus DxO.
right off the bat, the first question is how fast can Aero move, right? They are going to have priority mid. They are
fairly uncommon, but he knows his job. Now a skirmish happening. Teaming gonna be stuck between 4 members. Here comes the Bakya. Reza picks up the first blood, and ZK flickers to safety.
1v1 bot.
Zed trying to go for Kosei, but here comes Hazel. Flicker comes in. Rossi misses. Hazel given free reign to slice down SkyZ.
And this is what I'm talking.
Nothing too notable yet. Here comes the rest of Aero. Rossi gonna get kicked up here. The Badang in some trouble. Stuck between 4 members. Hazel picks up the kill.
Hazel is so fast with this Yishun Shin. His rotations are out of this world. Diversion.
Storm not able to catch Kosei. Now he's a little bit too far forward. Tidal Strike gets the 2-man knockup, but Aero will not overcommit. And remember, Hazel does have access to that Mountain Shocker, so they are able to get vision when they need to. Here comes the Diversion. Reza gonna scout it out. Tsunami Slam gonna find Storm in the back line. Loi is gone. Hurdle secured by Keemin. Zaman first comes out though. Aero Esports surrounding the X from the flank. They've taken out another, and Vengeance will not save Siska. It is a 5-man dive. Keemin trying to escape, but you cannot run away from Aero Esports.
Not really sure if that was worth it for DxO. DxO are not too far behind, but here comes Hazel.
Oh, can he land this? Looking for SkyZ. Does land it. Forces the Purify out. He's gonna chase him under tower. Lands the killing spree. Here comes the Diversion though. Rossi and Stone looking for revenge. They'll Reza already scouts out the turtle. Fist crack being used doesn't really cause much effect. Now comes out Hazel! Steals the turtle away! And now here's Esports looking to chase. ZK will flicker back. Reza gonna be stuck instead. Siska going forward! Here comes the Diversion. Once again, Storm a bit too far forward by yourself there. They're surrounded. Yin reaction does some damage, but it's not gonna be enough. The rest of DX cannot back him up.
Way too ambitious. I thought someone was gonna follow him in. If Siska or SkyZ follow, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten a few more.
Looks, if catching a 3-man traction pulse, Kosei gonna focus on finishing off the tier 1 bottom. This guy having to jump away, but SkyZ being jumped on by Reza. The taunt comes in, Keemin will keep him safe, but Tsunami Slam gonna be catching Rossi in the front line. He flickers back to safety. Siska buying space, goes for curtain call out, locks him down. Yin Yang reaction finishes off Reza.
That's how you play pogo stick. Just push him, instantly get to the lore pit, and just good scouting from Storm.
Traction pulse gonna drop Storm down to 10%, and he's melted by Kosei with the Salmon Force. Here comes the Tsunami Slam, they pick him up. Keemin melted away as well, but Kosei gets caught by Siska. DxO still trying to fight back, but Hazel going ham with the double kill, and they're not letting anyone go. It's a triple kill, a wipeout for the Black Alien as Aero Esports
caught, just press the Purify and walk out of it. He saved it for whatever reason. His team gets wiped out. Now Aero has finally got the first meaningful lead, and so this time this Purify finds the kill on the Kim somehow, but they lose the Lord. The price that DxO had to pay for that is not worth it.
Well, I don't know. I think that not purifying in that particular position isn't the worst in the world. Because at the end of the day, right, his main idea is, if I lose my battle spell, I gotta make sure that Kusei loses his. And they got that. They got his Purify out. So now, for the next 20 seconds, well, 27 seconds, DxO have an opportunity to try and punish Crusade, assuming he shows up.
Like they're gonna try and do so. Okay, Zeke doesn't try to force that. The Lord is coming out.
All right, gotta be on the defensive this time around. They'll probably miss their window at this point with a 4.7k lead. Aero Esports in full control of this game because Keeman 4 levels down. This man is starved. This man is asking for another bowl of porridge, please.
He has been forced into a very, very supportive position this game. Concussive Blast Brethren still not very common. And you can see the impact of that. Lord starting to crash in mid. Traction Pulse doesn't catch anyone. Reza looking for an engage. He finds Keeman, knocks him over. Zaman Force comes out. Rafsy gets picked up. Reza's melted away though. Fizzcrack comes out. He flickers back to safety. The DxO successfully hold their base.
Pretty good defense overall. Like Keeman, he was in the red zone for the longest of times. Managed to get his ult off, but I thought that Zeke would just grab him back and they finish him off, but apparently that wasn't the case, so they ended up losing Reza, but they did get the mid inhibitor. It's still a plus for Aero. Now they're sitting at a 6k goal advantage over DxO.
Let's quickly look at where this advantage is coming from. Oh my god, literally nearly double his farm.
Whoa!
4 items to 2. Good luck, sir. Malefic Roar on the way, and that blade armor isn't gonna mean anything.
Oh, Hazel's just running Stone down. Is he gonna get it? He just picks him up like he's picking groceries.
See ya! Bye-bye! Into the shopping cart. Don't care how much it costs, you're going in. Crusade with that 3rd item. This should be game, set, and match soon.
If they just win one more fight, this could be it for Aero. Skyzad finally hitting one of his item spikes as well, the Malefic Gun, the extra range. Because even in all these fights, sure, DxO loses the fight, but Skyzad, he's been able to put some good number in. And the person that's keeping him away, funnily enough, is Kim with his fully charged Stardom Beam. So we'll see DxO in the next fight if they can just buy a bit more time, get Rossi and Kimi into a better state to stay in these fights longer. I think Skyzad has a very, very good chance of bringing it back for the team.
Well, what they need specifically is Skyzad to get a maximum distance crit with his basic attack alongside with the duality coming in from Storm. That's pretty much the only way they can catch off Crusade. Keep in mind, he still has Purify. We did see something similar happen earlier as they were taking that mid inhibitor. He got put down to 12% of his HP. 12% in 2 hits. So, Crusade, if he's a little frivolous, tries to get caught again to bait out his own Purify to Zaman Force, that might not go as well as you think it might.
The issue here, though, for DxO is that even if they do burst down Kosei instantly, Aero Esports has 3 marksmen, basically. They have all the damage they need, and the longer the game goes, the more that damage builds up. DxO plan with this comp of slowing down fights is becoming less and less viable.
True, but here's the difference. Kusei can fight on a dime. Hazel needs a bit of a setup, and he needs to go in and out of the fight, right? He needs to maximize his distances so he can get maximum amount of damage. Yes, he's really far ahead. I know, I'll give him credit for that, but he's also just as squishy. Kim, on the other hand, he's kind of doing negative damage at this point in time. He hurts everybody else. Keeman is kind of out of the picture. Siska can buy a little bit of time with that vengeance, so you have a guaranteed window.
Let's see if they're able to make that window work out, because the bottom inhibitor will fall. They are able to melt down the Lord pretty quickly. Reza collides with Freeman and he melts instantly! Unstoppable for Hazel. The yin-yang reaction basically does 0 damage to Aero Esports, and now they're whittling down the base. The top inhibitor will fall as well. DxO runs in, Fizzcrack finds 2, but it's not enough. Double kill for Kosei. Aero Esports have a single highway to victory, and they will take game number 1.
That's why you say fly high with Aero. They not only fly high, but they fly fast. Supersonic speed right to the base of DxO for game number 1. A draft that wanted to go fast and disrupt DXS's game plan. 4 fruits in under 1 minute, and they never looked back.